Yo, what's going on? It's your boy King J, and today I want to talk about some news. Some pretty bad news of one of the top players, one of the stronger players in Asia, which is Cherry Berry Mango. So obviously, he released a statement about my 2019 and bad experience with Illusion. I don't really know much about Illusion. I just know that they're a team. They're an online team, esports team or something like that. I don't know. We'll check them out after this. But I just wanted to see what he said. So obviously he said, "Hello, I'm Cherry Ray Mango. I am afraid I have got some bad news and I would like to share regarding the team that I was in for approximately 4.5 months. Last year, after having the discussion with a friend of mine who was helping me with sponsorship issues, I had to decide to go with a team that prioritized support for tournaments and offered short contract period. The reason behind this is because Tekken World Tour 2019 was ongoing and I had some family issues that I had to care for. Fortunately, there was a team offering a short-term sponsorship, so I signed a contract with them. In the beginning, everything was running smoothly. At the time of the contract, I already booked tickets for Rev 2019 in the Philippines. The team felt that paying the money back afterwards is more convenient. Now, that's for me, red flag straight away. I'll talk about it afterwards. I was gonna get into it, and I'll tell you there's some of the red flags that are in this statement. Therefore, the team and I had agreed on the team reimbursements, the expenses that I used to purchase the tickets for all tournaments, including Rev Major. I did receive the expense for this tournament, which was 450, so this helped me pay for future tournament expenses and gave me peace of mind to travel for tournaments without any doubts as to reimbursement. Okay, I understand that. That's cool. During that time, I was collecting my money mainly from streaming. However, due to various reasons, I was not able to concentrate enough on streaming, so this sponsorship was a big relief. The situation got worse as time passed. I required a quick reimbursement for the expenses, but the team delayed the payment, saying that they will pay me back for all tournaments together. This is understandable, seeing as I was attending multiple tournaments within a short period. However, even after the Evo Japan 2020, which was the final tournament that I was contracted to be sponsored for, I was still waiting for the money. I could not bear with this situation since there was no reimbursement even after the contract ended. Therefore, I told the team that I am going to publicize this incident if they do not pay the money back. The team replied mentioning that they are also not receiving money from their sponsors and currently pursuing a lawsuit. They offered me two options: to wait until sponsors invest the money, or to go receive $500 each week for 2 weeks from the CEO's private money. Indeed, I chose the latter option. However, a few days later, they suddenly talked about splitting the prize money. I did not get into top four of any of the Tekken World Tour 2019 tournaments, and I paid out of my own pocket for the OSL tournament that I won. So I told them no share of the prize money from this particular tournament was owed to them, and nothing from the Tekken World Tour 2019. I explained this to the team, and sometime later they suddenly contacted me with their official Twitter account. It was about the replacement of the CEO, aka old CEO, whom I was in contact with, as he caused many problems to the team itself. This was very unexpected, but this was not a huge problem for me if I got the money back, so I asked the new CEO about the money that was entitled to get paid. So he said that he will pay the money, but he wanted me to tweet about the old CEO as all of this was caused by him. Nah, that's a big no-no. You can't ask a player to tweet about CEO. Like, I don't care who you are. That's just ridiculous. I hadn't even met this old CEO before, so after having some discussion about this with people who support me, I replied to this new CEO that I'm going to decide what I do to after I get my reimbursement. During the course of the situation, the new CEO caused a huge problem on Twitter with his blunt language. Content creators of the team publicized this because the new CEO went too far, worsening the public opinion about the team. With these set incidents, I still didn't receive 2,912 I am owed. I was mentally damaged by this, also as I had speak to these people late at night due to the time difference. With this and insane anger due to the situation, I was not able to sleep well. Fortunately, I was able to recover my mentality, but situation is not any better. I trust them given the fact that I have written a contract, but betrayal is the only thing I received while talking to the old CEO. And with the help of people who support me, I was able to get help from a lawyer from the US, but this does not make me feel better. I will write further announcements if there's any change in the situation. I hope nobody else falls into these kind of situations. TWT 2020 has been announced. It is very difficult to plan for the future without any sponsor and not being able to wrap things up. I will try hard to move forward as I am aware of many people who will always cheer for me. 2019 was a very hard year for me for many reasons, and 2020 has started off poorly with this situation. I really want to bounce back from this and be in a position where I could travel freely and enjoy Tekken with my friends around the world. I apologize if this has caused any inconvenience. Thank you very much for reading. I will try harder. CBM, Cherryberry Mango. Now, to me, I feel like that's very sad, purely because, you know, I keep telling people nowadays, stop falling for these. I'm not gonna say that delusion. I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything. I don't care anyways. But these teams that people keep falling for in the FGC, stop doing it. Like, stop doing it. Like, you don't need to fall for these teams. Every time I'm seeing, oh, this happens, that happens. Oh, I didn't get paid. I want to have a look at the team anyway. So, I was looking at, alright, so let me go on their Twitter. So their Twitter's already here. So this is the Twitter. So I go on the website. It says, coming soon. Be the first to know when we launch. The shop will be powered by Shopify. So this is not even about the team. I don't know if it's about profit. I don't know. But what it is, the website's not even up. So I can't even see what their team is. So that's already a red flag. I can't see anything. I've seen that they've been tweeting. I see Ultra David said I've been getting a lot of tags about this. So please know that I'm working with CBM and 12 other players and content creators who were formerly contracted with Illusion Esports to make And he keeps saying, better find the best the Don because Illusion isn't paying for SHIT. And even just looking at some of these tweets, and it's just like, bro, come on, man. Like this, if you really want to be like in a esports organization, or even classify yourself, or even represent yourself as an esports organization, you can't be swearing and all of this stuff. This is not your personal account. This is meant to be an esports account. So these are like just red flags that you see straight away. And unfortunately for Cherryberry Mango, like, you know, I like him. He's a cool guy. Unfortunately for him, he just chose the wrong team. That is just it, you know. Reading this, there's a lot of things that you should have done better. You know, I never opt for you to pay first and reimburse later. Never. If they're a part of your team, I've done so many things where, you know, people have said, oh, or even if it's teams, or even if it's an organization, so not even teams, organization said, oh, hey, we want to fly you here. All right, cool. Let's get on the plane ticket. You make them pay for it. They are meant to be helping you. And while they're helping you, you got to help yourself. And this is for other people out there that are, you know, players that want to get sponsored. You know, the best thing for you to do for yourself, when I really, really check it, the best thing you could do for yourself, yeah, and when I really, really check it, is you should be streaming, making content, build your brand. Don't wait for a sponsor to come and collect you up and they do all the hard work. Build your brand. Yeah? It's one of the reasons I am not sponsored. I've had sponsorship deals where people have said, oh yeah, hey, we'll slap our logo on your stuff for £100, or we'll give you £50 to go to local tournaments. I don't need that. I don't need no paper round money to help me. If you're going to help me and you're going to believe in what I'm doing, we can work together. But don't tell me you're going to give me £100 to wear your merchandise, for you to put your logo all over my stuff. It's rubbish, you know? And and I've already had situations with so-called esports teams where they've said, oh, hey, we're going to fly you out to this event, or we're going to fly you out to Japan, we're going to fly you out here. And then, you know, it gets closer to the time and they don't give it to you. You know? You cannot be in these situations, you know? At the end of the day, the best way to look at it is get a contract. That's it. Get a contract, legally binding contract that shows what you are doing, what the rules are, you know? Stop falling for these teams that are saying, hey, we want to bring you on. Hey, we're going to do this. Hey, we're going to do that. Hearsay and talk. Everyone talks. but you need to have a contract that you can sign. Like, that's the only way. 2020 people, like, only thing I can say to you is stop falling for all of this stuff. Like, stop it and build your brand, because the more you build your brand is the more value it adds to you. Like, keep streaming, keep making content. When you keep doing that, that's when you add a lot more value to your name. But unfortunately for Cherry Berry Mango, I hope he sorts out his situation. It doesn't look like they're gonna budge, and it just looks like, you know, the illusion has done a runner, because, you know, the guy before, it doesn't matter if you change CEO. I've had a similar situation like this, and it doesn't matter. If I've done the job for you, you better run me my money. It's as simple as that, regardless of whatever's happened. If I am repping your hoodie or whatever, and I've gone to a tournament with your name on, I have done my job. Give me my money. Simple. That's it. Give me my money. You know, like, what else can you say? But other than that, I hope he gets it sorted out. It's been your boy King J. All these esports teams, we have to do better, man. It's a good thing that, you know, he's got people around him. I know you are trying to sort out stuff for him, and I know that Ultra David's trying to sort out stuff. So it's good that he's got people around him that are sorting it out. Hope he gets it sorted out. Other than that, I just wanted to kind of read it out and just kind of give my thoughts on it. Again, people need to stop falling for these teams that are not paying people, these teams that are, you know, saying, oh, we're going to do this, that, and the other, and yeah, we're going to reimburse you. Stop it, man. Stop it. It's happening a lot in Tekken. Like, you lot just have to know your worth and just, you know, stand your ground. Yeah? It's not about wearing a jersey and saying you're sponsored. Actually be sponsored. But other than that, take it easy. It's been your boy King J, signing out. Pow.